Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Dhyananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupak Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. When we accept our spiritual life, we want to become devotees, and we take up spiritual life, we learn that there are 4 varnas and 4 ashramas. And the ashram, like Grihastha ashram or Brahmachari ashram, is the physical status of our spiritual life. Whether we are in married situation or we are in Brahmachari situation. But amazingly, when we study the ashramas in depth, we come to know that all the ashrams are meant finally for increasing our quality of renunciation from material life and increasing our attachment to the Supreme Lord. The word ashram means where Krishna is in the center. It may be Brahmachari ashram or Grihastha ashram, where we keep or decide or make a resolution that Sri Krishna is the center and the master of our life in that particular ashram. All the rules and regulations of all the ashrams are meant for detachment from the objects of senses and the possessiveness that we have towards these material objects of our sense gratification. Create attachment to Krishna, to create service to Krishna to be the only goal of life. It means there are so many objects of our sense gratification. We have tremendous possessiveness towards them. We want to possess them. We want to make them ours. And in the process of enjoying our senses in our life, although we are all trying to be devotees, we are devotees, we chant Hare Krishna, we have taken initiation, most of us, but still the senses, they pull us towards the objects for gratification. And when we indulge into sense gratification to pacify ourselves, to give us solace to the burning desire, what happens is the center and the master of the ashram, we get drifted away from him. The sense gratification diverts our attention away from the real source of pleasure, that is the Supreme Personality of God. The objects of sense gratification, they may give us gross enjoyment, or they may create a subtle form of gratification in the form of our family, our children, our wealth, whichever form of sense gratification. They are all obstacles which tear our heart away from Krishna. They are very powerful obstacles which we don't know that they are obstacles. That is the biggest problem. They are unknown to us, while in truth, these objects of sense gratification, they serve us as great obstacles and which tear us away from our Lord. So we all have to meditate on this point, that we all are theoretically aiming at Krishna. We are theoretically trying to make Krishna as the master and center of our life. But on the practical level, our senses drag us away from our decision or our resolution. Should we be attached to this temporary body and to this temporary small time flickering happiness of our senses? Or should we choose the eternal pleasure of serving our dear Lord with our body, mind, and senses? But usually we choose enjoying sense gratification over the eternal pleasure of being the devotee of the Lord. Because the power of Maya is so strong, when we don't have strong determination, when we don't have strong resolution to be with Krishna, Maya takes advantage of that and drags us away from our eternal joy. So, wherever we are attached, whichever small thing or maybe big thing, wherever we are attached, the attachment makes us weak spiritually. And moment the weakness is created by our attachment, that is the place where Maya attacks. Maya cannot attack us unless we create weakness on our own. She has no power. If we hold Krishna, she has no power to take us away from Krishna. But we create weakness in our life by attaching ourselves to the objects of sense gratification. And then it becomes a good ground or good hole for Maya to attack. And then we lose our focus. We forget our Guru, we forget our devotees, forget the Lord, and get completely diverted. And then we feel further more weak, because when we have weakness and when Maya attacks on that, we further become weak. So what do we do? What should we be doing? Because this is an eternal battle. This battle will continue. We have to at least fix our routine of sadhana. Because finally, if our muscles are weak, then we have to have a regular program to train our muscles to become strong. If we are sick, then we have to take medicine to get cured of the sickness. We have to show determination to get the strength from the weakness. And that strength will be awarded to us by our strong sadhana. Our strong sadhana, our intellectual determination to make Krishna the center of life, and association of devotees will gradually help us to go away from this weakness and become stronger and have a resolute determination to not deviate from Krishna, remain fixed with Krishna, remain fixed in his service, and engage all our senses in his service to draw the eternal long-lasting pleasure which our senses are hankering, and not get diverted to small-time flickering happiness which the senses give. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Let us all pray to the Lord to help us not to get deviated to flickering short-time happiness, and help us by his mercy to fix our consciousness at his divine lotus feet. Thank you very much. Is there any question? Thank you.